Hey guys, it's Bitcoin Schmitcoin here with another update for Bitcoin Magazine's video analysis. We'll be looking on the monthly time frame, looking down to the weekly, the daily, and taking a closer look at the 4-hour time frame today. Only thing I want to point out on the monthly time frame is this swing high that we're currently testing. As we look on the lower time frames, it'll become a little bit more relevant, but keep an eye on this level here, this $10,300 level. When we look at the weekly time frame, we can see, nothing terribly enlightening here. We do see a nice fat wick once more. A lot of these candles these past 3 weeks have seen really big wicks on the top. So it's kind of representing a high effort by the bulls, but you can see here there's no wick on the bottom here. So there's a lot of bullish control on the weekly time frame. When we look at the daily, we can see a little bit more. We see this nice band of resistance that I mentioned on our last video, this green level here, which consists of a monthly swing high and a daily swing high. Also, the monthly level that I mentioned at the beginning of the video right here, we can see that we're currently finding it as support on our daily candle. There's still several hours left, so take that with a grain of salt. But at the moment, we are finding support following a big retest of this support level, and this is what we want to see. What I was fearful of, and what I mentioned in our last video, was a pop above here and a stiff rejection and a continuation through support. But so far, this rejection is only manifesting into a support retest. So at the moment, the volume's pretty high. We can see here the volume is pretty high here, but no broken levels, nothing terribly crazy. Just it looks like a bit of a liquidity run. And when we look at our 4-hour time frame, we have further support for this. I would be leaning a lot more bearish right now than I am if we had popped this high. There's a lot of liquidity up here, a lot of juicy short liquidity for the big players, and we didn't pop that new high. We did see a shove down that broke all of the lows we've established. We can see that this whole ride up, there were no swing lows, there were no real pivots on the bottom, and then suddenly this rejection of this upper level, this $10,750 level, it manifested into another liquidity run. So we can see here that the swing low came down, popped all of these stops down here, and some nice juicy longs were filled. And as long as we hold this level right here, this 10,300, I think we're in bull mode here. This is a nice strong support level. There's no real bearish setup to be seen. I mean, you can argue that this rejection of this resistance was immediately bearish, but at the moment, support is holding exactly where we want to see. We saw a nice buy up below these swing lows, and things are looking very bullish. What I don't want to see is I don't really want to see a daily close below this level. If the daily candle closes below that level, that's going to raise some eyebrows. But as long as we hold this support, I think we're headed to new highs. I think that this will just be a temporary stop in an otherwise strong uptrend. But if this support gives way, then we'll most likely be heading down to this support level, and I'm quite doubtful that it will hold under another test, another 1, 2, 3, 4, a fifth test essentially, if this gets rejected. So keep an eye out for this $10,300 level. It's a key level, and as long as we can hold it, I think we're going to see a continuation of our uptrend.